pimpin'. YouTube. What it do? It's your boy Little Petty checking in with you guys with the stock market episode. Alright, you guys, in today's episode, we're going to go over a little bit of the stocks. We're going to talk about the charts. We're going to talk about the stock market. We're going to talk about the charts. That's what we do on my channel. Talk the stock market. So, I'm going to need you guys to sit back, stay tuned, subscribe if you're new, and we're going to burn through. So, but first off, I appreciate everybody that checks out my YouTube channel. My name's Little Petty. I trade stocks, I trade options, I teach people how to do credit spreads and, kind of play around with the options. So, I've been trading options for about 3 years, so I have a decent amount of experience. I'm not the best, but, But first thing first, before we get into this, I want to let you guys know that it is earnings season. Earnings season is here, baby. And it's time to set up some trades. So, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about basically earnings season. We're going to talk about some stocks. We're going to talk about the famous Tesla stock. We're going to talk about the famous Twilio stock. You know what I'm saying, man? We've been doing the little Twilio thing, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about some of these other stocks that are coming up and just keep you guys informed on what's going on with the small account challenge. Because as you guys all know, that's what my channel is about right now. We're talking about the small account challenge. So without further ado, let's talk about it. So, as we like to start off, we start off in the S&P 500. We like to look at the chart and get an overall glimpse of what's going on in the stock market. So, today's Monday. We had the weekend. Basically, we gapped up, and now we didn't gap up. We basically had a run up today. We had a run up. We're basically right now, I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking at. So, right here. It looks kind of, it's a lot of lines. Let me go do like this. Be whack. It still doesn't help out too much. All right, well, overall, what we're looking at in the stock market, we're on this uptrend. We're holding this trend line. We just broke above this pivot high from around the 4th of July when we had that pullback. And now we are actually into the gap up here from the COVID-19 drop. So, we're still trickling up. We have this gap to fill up here at 333. So the stock market is going higher overall. The Qs, NASDAQ, breaking out all-time high. Nothing new, nothing really to look at. Had that pullback, and now it's going to be fighting up for this double top candle. We will be watching this closely and see what plays out. So that's overall what's going on in the stock market. Stock market's bullish. Stocks are still going up. Tech is leading the way. Now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the trades that we're in right now. And overall, we're going to give you guys the game plan. So, earnings season right now. Some of the stocks, IBM, they reported after earnings. Some of the stocks that I'm going to be looking at, we're going to play either the run-up to earnings, or we're going to play through earnings, or we're going to play after earnings. So, there's 3 opportunities for you to play these stocks. You could play the stocks as the run-up, which we basically are playing the run-up right now in Tesla. We played, well, you got the run-up, and then you're going to have, if you want to hold through the earnings, which I'm not going to do on Tesla, I'm going to actually cut out, and then I'll get back in after the earnings reports, and then you could play after the earnings. So, these stocks right here, these stocks are going to be some stocks that are coming up this week. Some of the stocks that I like, you have United Airlines, Snapchat, you have Capital One, so banks are going to be reporting. You got Tesla, Microsoft, Chipotle. These are going to be good movers. Algen's a big mover too. Don't sleep on Algen. Whirlpool, that's a good mover too. Twitter, AT&T, Southwest Airlines, American Airlines, Intel. So as you guys can see, it's earnings season. It's time for opportunity. So buckle up. Put your seatbelts on because, yes, earnings season is coming full steam. So, I just want to show you guys that, give you guys an update on that. Now, we're going to go into the small account challenge, give you guys an update on that, too. Talk about what we got set up. So, today, we did close out on one of our Twilio spreads that we set up. So we basically got majority of the profit out of this. We closed this one out, and I ended up setting up another play in Twilio. Now I didn't post it on this one. I've been a little bit tighter on my trades just because of the fact of I lost money last week, and I'm basically trying to recover that money. So I'm taking less risk, kind of just taking a step off the gas. But right now the markets are hot, so you got to still take opportunity when you see opportunity. So we'll talk about Twilio first. So if you guys know about my last video, I played Twilio on this bounce on Friday. So we day traded it. These options went crazy, and it had a continuation today. So we ended up rolling over our position on Twilio. So I ended up selling a 255 and a 252. Got two of those, 2 credits. We're holding Twilio. We're also holding a play on ZM. Now when I set up the play on ZM, so as you guys can see right here, we were in this downtrending, and then we broke out to the upside. Go to the 1 hour chart. You can see these pivot lows are holding. Buyers stepped in, and now we're setting up for a bull flag. So this stock can keep going. I'm probably going to close out these contracts soon. Hopefully I can get majority of the profit if we get another continuation. So I bought the 255s, or I sold the 255s when the stock was making this bull flag up here. So we got in on the trade, boom, sold below here, it pops up. So now we're in that trade looking to close out for a profit. And the famous Tesla play that we set up over the weekend. So Tesla broke out this morning. It doesn't show, this is actually up. It's saying that it's down right now. It's because of the spreads, but I know I'm up on that position. So we're holding the 420s and the 415s. Now this is the one I really want to talk about. So Tesla, they had a breakout today. This is a textbook triangle pattern formation that we were watching and waiting for. So let me drop this down. All right, so this is a textbook triangle pattern to the breakout to the upside. So as you guys can see, it chopped around. It set that high, came down, set a low, chopped around, and then it finally made its decision on which way it wanted to go. And when it did, it broke out to the upside, and we are holding. We're selling puts on this. So as long as the stock doesn't come down. Now with Tesla, they have earnings. They have earnings on where's this shit at? So Tesla, they report earnings on, I think it's Thursday. So with the spreads that I'm holding, I'm going to end up closing out. I might hold one contract, but I'm not going to hold because basically I lost the money. I lost money last week, so I'm not in the position to risk me holding, like $2,000 going into earnings. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end up closing out my trade right before the earnings, before the bell on Wednesday, and I'm gonna take the profit, and then I will play Tesla after they report. So I'll get back in after the volatility has calmed down. So that's the plan on Tesla. We got a small trade in Piton, nothing too crazy, small little credit spread. Sold at 65, bought at 64. And Netflix. So Netflix right here. We talked about this in my last one. I didn't set up a new play, but Netflix, I'm still bullish on this stock, and as you guys can see, it's popping up. It had a small little pop today, but after the earnings report, what I'm looking for is the stock just to continue. It had its pullback, and I'm looking for a continuation to the upside. So that's the stock Netflix. I'm in this play right now. We are I'm holding the 505 puts. I've sold the 505 puts and bought the 500. So this right here, we set this up when it was in the money. So my max gain is like $300. But overall, we did very good on the account today. The account was up about $400. It doesn't say that right now. That's because of this. It's saying that this is down 268. But if you add that and plus that, that's about 400. So we're back. We're back on the slow grind, trying to grind out this small credit spread account. And that's basically what's going on. We did take a day trade today in mRNA, so I did make a little quick scalp trade out to the put side. I bought it at 342, 634 and sold it at 642. Made like 100 and something bucks. Then I rolled over on mRNA and bought and we're holding a naked put. So I'm looking for the continuation to the downside. If we get any type of break below this 77, 75, I will be looking to close out this put that I'm holding on mRNA. Short-term contract, 4 days, 76 put. We're holding it YOLO. So now back to Tesla. So as Tesla was breaking out, the contracts, as you guys know, the call contracts went stupid. So what I'm looking for in this, I'm just looking for either a continuation. This stock is still bullish. We finally completed this triangle pattern, so we did break up to the outside. So we could come back and retest this 614 level and then get some continuation. But overall, we're playing the run up to earnings on Tesla, and we are in put credit spreads. So that's basically it of what's going on in my account. Yeah, so we're gonna keep our eyes out for earnings season, and that is the main focus right now. We're gonna be looking for opportunities, day trading, swing trading, and a little bit of credit spreads. All right, so yeah, top stocks for tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching Coca-Cola. I'm gonna be watching Snapchat, and we're gonna be watching Tesla, Microsoft, Chipotle, Algen. Those are gonna be the top stocks coming into the next few days for earnings. So that's all I got for you guys today, YouTube. I hope you guys have a good one. Make sure you guys are not blowing up accounts. And little petty